Okay. So hello, welcome. It is very likely to be glitchy, and I can already tell that I am glitching. So let me share the timer screen, and that way I can make myself smaller, and then, because that seemed to kind of help a little bit. Yes, not yesterday, Friday. So if you didn't notice, the stream is likely to be glitchy. We are still figuring out all of the problems in the internet line. So it is going to be glitchy. And so I put that in the title and in the thumbnail, just so you know. I am likely to be in avatar mode because that does seem to help a little bit, but I do just want to like say hi before I go to avatar mode. So yeah, that's kind of what the dealio is with the glitches and the video issues. So still there, still a problem. Don't know what it is yet, but hello. And let me pull a card for today because I've not pulled a card yet. And so after I pulled the card, we have the Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. How do I do this again? Okay, there we go. So this is the Armadillo Spirit. Set healthy boundaries. So that's what the armadillo looks like. But what does the armadillo mean? So learning to set healthy boundaries is a gift for the Armadillo Spirit. You are entering a phase where, in order for you to be in alignment with your intentions and create your best life, you may have to be discerning and say no to many things that may have been okay for you in the past. This also means that you need to learn where you end and where others begin, and what is yours to own and what is not. Know your limits and understand that it's an empowering choice to say no to what doesn't feel right. Armadillo is here to tell you that it's time to be honest with yourself about what you really want. Be clear on what you are agreeing to, declare what your needs are, and say no as a full sentence. These are the acts of respect and kindness to others as well as to yourself. Trust your body's signals and you will know what to do. Armadillo guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. Interesting. Okay, so first thing that came to my mind was, the Rona, but also just in general, like setting healthy boundaries is good, both with yourself and with others. So could be with your writing, if you are like I was earlier this month going, oh yeah, I'm going to write 5,000 words a day. No, I'm not. I realize that. So yeah. So setting healthy boundaries is good for everyone. That is sort of the vibe that is the armadillo. So there you go. That is your message for today. Make sure you're setting healthy boundaries for yourself and for others. Okay, so let me say hello. So hey, Eve is here. A Sunday stream. Yes, indeed. Because I think it was last week that I canceled. Just because I was so frustrated with not having anything. But yes, so I am back, glitches and all. And I did ask what your goal for today is. I have a shiny new idea in my brain. It's not really new, but it's been there for a while. And I've been kind of ruminating on it, but I haven't written anything down. So I'm going to brainstorm for the first couple of sprints and get this idea onto a page. And then I'm going to switch over to my fantasy work in progress and hopefully get another 2 scenes revised. So Hey Eve is doing grad school stuff, but hoping to finish so you can play around with a flash fiction idea. Ooh, yes, please. And Tiny Scribe, hello. You are going to finish an action scene this afternoon. Ooh, very nice. And Elizabeth is here. Hello. Doing work stuff again. Yes, Sundays are for lesson planning. finishing assignments for mock oral exams and preparing for tomorrow. Oh, yay. Thank you. I'm very glad. So not fun stuff, but you have a lot of chocolate. Ooh, chocolate is delicious. Yum. And we have hellos all around. Eve says hello to Tiny Scribe. Tiny Scribe says, hey, Eve, back. And Stacy says hello. Welcome, Stacy. And the armadillo sounds very empowering. Yes, I agree. So Megan says hello, all. Hello, Megan. And Christina is here. Hello, hello. Welcome. And Laura Parkinson says, hey, how are you? Hope y'all are doing well. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh, yes, I do have all of my documents pulled up. So if you don't have your documents pulled up yet, go ahead, because that's a thing that needs to be done, you know. So, okay, so Banner, please come up. There we go. All right, so make sure that you are saving your document if you've already been working this morning. Make sure that you have something to drink. I have water. I've already consumed my coffee this morning. So we are good on the caffeine levels. So I have water. And don't forget to straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back. And make sure that you do a posture check. And then number 4, if you need that break or you need a snack, make sure that you are taking care of yourself. All right. Those are your reminders. We are going to start with a 15-minute warm-up sprint. If I can get this to, yes. Okay, so we're going to be ready to write in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Beepity beep. Okay, that is the end of the first sprint. Welcome back. And maybe I can turn my camera on. We'll see if it starts to glitch again. And there it goes. Okay. I'll turn the camera off again. All right. So I managed to get 393 words. In this brainstorming, I am sort of setting up the backstory that needs to come at the beginning of this shiny new idea story. So, feeling good. Definitely, it's definitely a shiny new idea in that it's not the story that I should be revising, but this is a story that I have kind of had in my brain for several years now. So I figured it was time to write it down. But yeah, so 393 words for that sprint. That's pretty nice. Yeah. So figuring out all of the political intrigue that leads into some of the shenanigans, that kind of stuff. So, all right. So Courtney popped in. Hello. Welcome, Courtney. And the Shadows Lair is also here. Hello. And our lovely Devin. Devin is here. Hello. And Elizabeth says, I finished my chocolate. That is okay. Chocolate will make you happy. And Christina says 322. Very nice. And Tiny Scribe, I almost said Tinny, but Tiny Scribe says, no real world, but got some ideas down. No real words, maybe? But no, I mean, this could be a total and utter rejection of the real world, and you want the escapism that comes with writing, and I don't blame you for that. Megan says, that went by quickly. I worked on some of your novel. You don't know how many words you got, but you were editing. Very nice. And Eve says, I proofread and sent an email to your project supervisor and got cake. Ooh, what kind of cake? And just Eva, hello, you're working on data entry-esque things. You got one line done. Very nice. Got to make sure it's accurate, though, so it definitely takes more time. So Courtney says, eating my ice cream and getting ready to start jumping back into the manuscript at a juicy scene. Ooh, yay. Very nice. Very nice. Gotta love it when it's a juicy scene, though. Oh, crap. That idea just escaped my brain just as soon as I opened my mouth to say it. I hate when that happens. Okay. Well, since it escaped me, it must want me to go back to work. So, second writing sprint. And during this sprint, feel free to do self-promo in the chat. Second writing sprint is the time for shameless self-promo. So please feel free if you have something coming out soon or recently out, whether it is blogs, videos, upcoming streams, new books that are released, anything and everything, and even just accomplishments that you want to brag about. Feel free to brag about it during this sprint. I mean, you can also brag about it at other times, but still, you know, just to kind of keep it a little bit concise in the chat, maybe, or not. Just go for it. Just go for it. Okay, so reminders. 1, save your document, which I have not done yet. Save those words. Protect them. Make sure that you are drinking whatever your hydration choice is for the day, and make sure that you straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back, and do a posture check And then make sure that since this is a longer sprint, if you feel the need to get up, move around, get your circulation going, or if you need to get a snack from the kitchen, please feel free to, especially with all of the mentions of ice cream and cake and chocolate and all that kind of stuff. So if the chat is making you hungry, make sure that you get a snack. All right, I think we are ready to go. And we will get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. Chat break. Alrighty. That is the second sprint. Done. And I am now up to 936 words in this brainstorming. I've gotten most of the backstory done, I think. And so now I just need to get some notes on main characters' personality and events that I want to happen during the main plot. So backstory is done. Yep. Save the document. What was I at? I think I was at, okay, how many did I actually get that time? I was nearly 400 the time before, so I think I got 500-ish, maybe, somewhere around there. Let's see, Devin and Tanya were making jokes about the ceiling. Yes, I got 543 that time. Nice. Okay. So yes, welcome, Tanya. And so we had, Eva was saying you should get closer or should get quicker with each line of data entry. It's a bit of an alpha moment, seeing if something works. Either it works and you get faster or you move on. That is definitely one thing. And the Shadows Lair is setting up the live streams for March. Very nice. And Just Eva says, hey y'all, I'm Just Eva. Follow me on Instagram at bookend_lane. And all things I have worth talking about will be there when I'm finally done. Nice. And Devin just has a Linktree page where you can find all of Devin's stuff, which is also actually a pretty nice way to do it. So Tanya wants to know how everyone's project is going. Mine is on pause while I do this brainstorming, and then hopefully I will get to the revising soon, although I did not think that I would take more than 2 sprints, but there you are. Tanya says, during the morning sprints today, I managed to finish the rough draft on your budgeting ebook. Finally. Lol. That sounds nice, though. Sounds nice to be done. You're going to run Pro Writing 8 as soon as you finish your lunch. Very nice. You've been working on it for years, so you're glad to finally get through it. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so Eva says, you decided the lines need a new spreadsheet, so you're back to 0. Oh, no. But sometimes determining that makes a big difference. So Christina says, 443 words. Here we go again. All right. I'm going to make myself avatar mode real quick because that seems to sometimes make it better. Okay. All right. Oh, yay. Okay. So, fun times. Yes, that was one of the glitches. Alrighty. That just, anyway. Okay. So, Tiny Scribe made a successful 258 words. Elizabeth finished one assignment. Not confident about how good it is, but it will have to do. Yes. When line 1 is still done, it's just not on a spreadsheet. Either way, 2 steps back, but they are dance steps, so that's okay. There you go. Megan is working on character profiles. You don't really know the side characters very well, and it's impacting the overall story, so it's time to fix it. Lovely. I love a good side character. Tanya says, ate lunch, started dishes, and now back to editing. Lovely. And the Blue Hotel says, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. Let us know what you're working on today. And Devin says hello to Blue. And Courtney says, plotting a war is complicated. 839 words on that spread. Courtney, you are amazing. You are absolutely amazing, and your word count is on fire. So hellos all around to Blue, and Devin has Blue's Linktree page ready to go for that shameless self-promo or shameless promo for others. Yes, I froze. And all the oh no's. Darn the internet, says Megan. Yes, exactly. No, that's me. It's still just me. Always me. If you're glitchy and you know it, clap your hands. Clap, clap. Exactly. That's why I put it in the thumbnail and in the title and in the description, just so everybody knows. Yep. Clapping the hands helped. Lovely. Nice. Yes, it is a mood. Absolutely. Okay, so Blue says, right now I'm actually trying to sort out your planner because you've become too much of a workaholic lately. Ooh, so you were perfect. Today's animal oracle card was the armadillo spirit, which is to set healthy boundaries, including with ourselves. So you are right on track for that then. To be honest, that's your first response to technology not working. Nice. Christian says, Devin is a Link superhero. Yes, absolutely. And he's asking, so don't ask, where's my cape and mask? Well, you should have a mask available because of the Rona. The cape, if you have a large towel or if you have a large blanket, that will suffice. And be warm and comfy. You're often at the just submit something point. Yes. Oh, Stacy says my youngest clapped with you. Oh, yay! Very nice. Or might you be referring to the assignment making? And then, yes, that is absolutely a mood as well. And Kristen is hoping that Blue gets some rest. Absolutely. Courtney says, I'm not ready for my 18K in a day challenge. 18K in a day. Holy moly. Courtney, that will be amazing. But also, make sure you take care of yourself. Kristen says, blankets make great capes. But Just Eva says, no capes. What do you have against capes, Eva? Okay, let's try sharing the timer again. Actually, let me reset it first. There we go. So share the screen. Oh my gosh, my tongue is getting tied. Okay. So is it working? Okay, there we go. It's showing up. There we go. Okay. All right. I think we are ready for the third sprint. And hopefully, nope, third sprint. There we go. Okay, so reminders. 1, save your document. 2, make sure you are hydrating. I will have to go refill my water glass. 3, make sure you straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back, and make sure you do that posture check. And 4, if you need a break to go refill your water or get a snack or just walk around and get your blood flowing, make sure that you do that. Make sure you are taking care of yourself. All right, so those are our reminders, and we can now get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, that is the end of the third sprint. How'd we do? I think I did rather well. We're going to switch this to chat break. Maybe. Yes. Okay, cool. I am now at 1807 for this brainstorming extravaganza. So I got 871 words that sprint, which is really, really nice. Okay, so, but again, this is like brainstorming, not a great deal of attention to word choice and sentence structure. And I'm just now noticing I have started a whole bunch of sentences with the word so. So those will need to be deleted. Yeah. So I'm making my way through the beginnings of the plot. So yeah, so I'm making some progress. I am apparently words. So almost done with the third page of brainstorming. How are we doing in the chat? Find out where I was. Okay, so Kristen says, you just got a text with a sprint passcode that you did not request. Guess you'll be dealing with that now. Oh no. Yeah, that's frustrating. Do you have sprint? Is that your carrier? Because if it's not, then I think you can just ignore it. But if sprint is your carrier, then yeah, that's a problem. Laura says, in a mad dash to finish this Lovecraftian short story, it's due tomorrow. Ack! You can do this. You can totally do this. You're at the climax right now, but it's so hard deciding what to show and what to leave to the reader's imagination. Yes, but I second Blue. You got this. Absolutely. And so Kristen spent the whole sprint dealing with fraud. Ugh, yuck. Elizabeth says, well, compared to this assignment, the other one was gold. Oh, no. Oh, no. What subject are you, or so like, what's the topic of the assignment? Come back in and if I get booted, I'll come back in and start another sprint. So just hang on. We'll cross our fingers and make sure. Don't forget to save your document, everybody. Just save everything. Okay, so Tanya says, I haven't gotten anything done yet. You are still fixing something on your computer. Gotcha. Ellie Vera says, hello, everyone. Just wanted to pop on and say hi. Lovely. Welcome. Laura says, about 300 more words. Woot, they are in the lair of the creature. Oh, boy. That could be really, really good or really, really bad. But knowing that you tend to write horror, probably really, really bad. Christina says about 350-ish. And Elvira says, just finished watching Parasite. Ooh. Okay, so is this the live action Parasite or is this the anime Parasite? Because I know of the anime manga. And I've also, I think, seen trailers for the live action that's a completely different plot. So which parasite are you watching? So Charlie is here. Hey, hey, welcome, Charlie. Hope you're doing well. And Megan says, I worked on my novel some more and the character worksheets. Nice. And then Tanya and Megan say hi to Charlie. And Charlie, what sentence structure is to be supposed to? Yes, exactly. That's kind of how I feel. Hello's back. Kat, hello. You have been resisting and avoiding all morning. Time to settle in and get some work done. Excellent. And so Blue says, still trying to figure out where to focus time and how often. Gotcha. Kristen says, yes, it was someone trying to access your account and you do have Sprint and T-Mobile. Gotcha. Yikes. Don't like that. Tanya says hello to Laura. Yes, Kristen, I agree with this. Unless they want to pay my bill, then they can go ahead. But yeah, if they don't want to pay your bill, they can just take a hike. John got 300 words and then interrupted by a work call. That darn work. Just Eva says, I've realized I don't speak spreadsheet. You've backed up another 5 steps. Oh no, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. As the world burns, right? That's why I like to look at other people's templates first. Because I'm just so bad at creating my own spreadsheets. So I tend to look around and find templates from other people first. I have definitely been guilty of pausing some of Cavanaugh's and I think also, was it Grapefry? I think it might have been Grapefry. I don't remember. But I have definitely paused quite a few authortube videos when they show their tracking. Might have been Zara. When they show their tracking spreadsheets, I'm like, pause. What columns do you have? Like, how are you doing this? So yes, I've definitely been guilty of doing that because I'm just so bad at creating my own from scratch. So, okay. Charlie says, I am trying to figure out how to introduce your point of views in book 1. 3 down, 1 to go. Or 3 down, exclamation because you don't know. Uh-oh. I'm back. Oh, yay. And John says, hi, Tanya. We writing fanatics should form a support group. Yes, I agree with this. Okay, so it's the Korean movie. Gotcha. Okay, excellent. I've heard really good things about it, so I just haven't seen it. Tanya says, so true. The subject is social studies. Yep, history, geography, social studies. And the theme of the assignment is a global world. So finding pictures that gets them inspired to make a presentation. Interesting. I'm just trying to think of are you putting any additional parameters on that, or is it just anything that gets them inspired? Because sometimes that, like, the more parameters you put on them, the more they're like, I don't want to do that. Can't I do this instead? Laura says, found more anthologies looking for submissions in March. Woot, never ends. Yes. Are you using, I can talk today, the submission grinder site, or are you using a different site today to look up the anthologies? Eva says, it's like I learned how to peel an egg well, and then later I learned how to boil an egg. Wait, why would you peel the egg before you boil it? And now you're trying to boil and peel your own legs, but you forgot to turn the stove on somehow. Oh no, that's your analogy for you in tech today. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay, sorry, I was being obtuse apparently. Elizabeth says, while also trying to find pictures that have some resemblance to what we There are no purely evil people. Where are we? There we are. Just circumstances that bring out the evil in people. Jumpy chat. Just Eve says, I didn't know the eggs weren't already boiled. We're back in the early lessons. Yes. Okay, so Laura is using Published to Death, which I think is a horror specific. What am I trying to say? Horror specific for submissions. Okay, I think that's essentially what I wanted to say. Elizabeth says it's up to them what they want to talk about as long as it relates to the theme somehow, but you have some suggestions like world trade, Cold War, imperialism, and so on. Gotcha. Tanya says, don't microwave a previously boiled egg without poking holes in it. One exploded on your face and burned you. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, yes, Elizabeth is a teacher. And Maggie is here. Hello, stopping by to drop a like. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And I hope your Sunday is going well. Devin is on the job with the Published to Death. Here we go again. All right, I think I'm going to just say, I'm going to share the screen again, and we'll do another sprint. That way we can at least get some work done in case I get kicked out again. Okay, so there's the timer. Hopefully, there we go. We are, okay, this should be the fourth sprint, I think. Here we go. Yes, indeed, Charlie, get your blenders out. It's time to go after some of those little tech gremlins. Okay, so your reminders. 1, save your documents. Don't let them have your words. 2, make sure you are drinking something. I am still on water. I refuse to go get that adult beverage. 3, straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4, make sure that you have, if you need a break, a walk break or a snack break, take one. Make sure you are taking care of yourself. And we are ready to write in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, beepity beep. That is the 4th writing sprint. And I have, I think I got somewhere close to 600 again for that. Let me double check. But I have crossed the 2K mark for the day, which is great. 689 that time. So not as good as the last sprint, but still really good. Okay. So I'm still brainstorming. This is taking a lot longer than I thought I would, just because I do have some details in my brain, and so I'm trying to get those details down so I don't forget them. So I think I got about a full page-ish of writing. Okay, so I'm trying to think, should this be contingent or contingency? I think this should be contingency. Sorry, word choice. Here we go, in spelling. Okay. Anyway, yes. So save your documents. Don't forget to save. We've come so far. So doing good. Okay. Where were we? So Devin was still trying to make us grossed out with the gremlin smoothies. And I was begging Maggie for some delicious dinner. Some brining chicken breasts and bread and butter pickle juice with cream to make chicken strips. So I was like, I'll take some. So yes. And let's see. Okay. Shadow's Lair is helping the kids make dinner. And okay, let's make sure that we... So Kristen says, oh boy, another person on Upwork wants 25,000 words edited for $15. That seems a little on the cheap side. Just saying. Because isn't the industry standard like at least 8 cents a word? Is that just something I have in my brain? But I think that's because if you go to any of the editors who are part of the there's like a guild of some sort. Natalia Lee is a part of it, and I think Heather Dewey Patet is as well. But there's like an industry standard for price of price per word for editing. But yeah, anyway, so Eva found the stove. That's a good thing, unless you did not want to find the stove. Christina got 527 that time. Nice. Kat got 250. The beginning is the hurdle. Yes, actually getting started is the hurdle. Tanya finished running the real-time checker with Pro Writing Aid. On to the next tool. Yay! Progress. Elizabeth finished the second assignment, jotted down some points on a post-it note for what to do for the class tomorrow. A+ lesson plan, but that's what the brain is capable of right now. I have been there. I've definitely been there. John says almost 700 words that time. The engine was running smoothly and fast. That is awesome. Yes. Sometimes the words pour out. Yes, absolutely. They do for me as well, but that's mainly when I'm like brainstorming, like when I got that 800. So yeah, definitely. So Charlie says, I figured out how to introduce the 4th POV and I like it. I'm just concerned that it isn't over the top enough. Well, sometimes you can make it more over the top later. Question mark. Do you find it's hard to stop once the timer ends? Yes. I have been guilty quite often of when I am in the chat of other people's streams. And if I'm on a roll, I will just hit the mute button when they start talking and continue to write until I feel like I'm at a good stopping space. So I am very guilty of that. I do that quite often, actually. So Blue Coattail says, I'm trying to not to overdo my schedule so you don't stress yourself out, but too many goals. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I realized about my first quarter goals was they were very much too ambitious. Meadow and Jace also have an editing company. Thank you, Devin, for that link. That is awesome. Shadows Lair says, I love the real-time checker. And Kristen says, someone else wants over 25K words edited for a maximum of $5 since he wants people to use Grammarly. Why can't he just use Grammarly himself and save himself the $5? What? That whatevs. This book lives on. This book lives on 11. I do not know what this means, Charlie. Does this mean it's over the top? Does this mean you have 11 points of view? Does this mean you have 11 books planned? I'm confused. My brain isn't working. Kristen says, I charge like 900s per word and people still complain about it. Yeah, people are going to complain no matter what you do, though. So I feel your copy edited. Okay, yeah. I think maybe this is what my brain was trying to say. Yeah, I think that was what my brain was trying to say. And I don't know how it came out to be like 8 cents, but yeah, I remembered there was an 8 somewhere. I don't know. I could be lying to myself. I probably am. And with that, let's go to another sprint. It is almost 4:20, so I think we can definitely get in another 25. If y'all are interested, we could go for a full 30. What would you like to do? Would you like to continue with the 25s, or would you like to step it up a bump? 25 or 30? Let me know. Let me reset this so I can change it. Oh no. Okay. Megan votes for 25. Maggie does too. So does John. And I'm going to ignore Devin's. Devin's always a wonderful suggestion of 75 minutes, which is, I don't think, ever going to happen on my channel. So Elizabeth is headed to bed. You're welcome for the sprints and have a good rest. Kristen votes for 1,000,000. All right, we will do the 25. And so here are your reminders. 1, save your document. Go ahead and save it again, even if you already saved it. 2, make sure that you are drinking something. Water, coffee, tea, adult beverages, whatever it is. Drink something, stay hydrated. What number are we on? 3, straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back. Make sure you do a posture check. And 4, if you need a break, because we have been sitting here for a while, make sure you take a break. Stand up, walk around, stretch, go to get yourself a snack. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Okay, those are your reminders. We can now get started for our 5th writing sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Okay, that is the end of the 5th sprint. How'd you do? Let me delete that. I am now at 3,359 words for the sprint, for the stream, whatchamacallit. So that is pretty good, pretty darn good. That's about 1,000 an hour. So that is very nice. So how are we doing? I'm still not done getting down some of the ideas. This is what happens when you leave an idea in your brain for several years and you keep revisiting it, but you don't write it down. This is what happens, is the story gets bigger than you think. So I still have not touched my current fantasy work in progress, and I'm still not done getting down some of the plot things. I'm getting to know. I'm now on like page 6 of just brainstorming the crap out of this story. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if the story will actually end up going anywhere, but I'm at least going to try and write down the majority of it, except for the end, because, as I've said before on this channel, that if I write the end to a story, I get bored with it and I no longer want to write it. So I am not going to write the end down. And I am going to sort of like write everything up to sort of like the last climactic-ish part. And then I'm going to stop because that way I will actually come back to this brainstorming document and build off of that once I get my work in progress further along. So yeah. So we are still glitchy, I think, which is why I'm not turning the camera back on. I mean, I could briefly, but then I don't think it would make much of a difference. So, Better Days Zellers is here. Hello, good evening. How are you doing? I hope your day has been well. And Tanya says, voila, I have sent my ebook off to a friend for peer editing. Very nice. Congrats. So the Blue Hotel has to go. Emergency at the day job, but you had fun, and happy sprinting. Yes, happy sprinting, and thank you for joining us. And goodbye to Blue. And the Blue Hotel also said congrats to Tanya. So Tanya says thanks. John got 130 new words and some editing and is also headed off. All right. Excellent. Thanks for joining us. And Eva says, oops, that wasn't a stove. Oh no, what was it? What was it? I'm now curious. Shadow's Lair says, thanks for the sprints, and is going to head off as well. I suspect that your dinner is probably ready. So yes, enjoy your dinner. Just Eva says, it was just on fire. My mistake. I think maybe I'm closer to the kitchen now, though. Maybe. I hope so. And Just Eva says, Eva's analogy from 180 things ago. You're welcome. Megan says, I worked on my novel some more. Who knew that editing was such a monumental task? I'm not very good at editing, especially long works, as can be noticed by my how many months it took me to edit my work in progress the first round and second, because I essentially did 2 editing passes for different things. Kat said 280 and plodding along. Very nice. Very nice. All right. It is 4:50 essentially. Would you like to do a wind down 10-minute sprint to bring us up to the top of the hour? I say as I am planning to do that, and so you don't really have much of a choice. I mean, I could knock it down to a 5-minute wind down, but you know. should probably actually reset it so that I can do a 10-minute. Not a 1 minute, a 10-minute. There we go. Nope. I wasn't sharing it yet. Okay. There, I think. So Kat is also editing, and it is hard. And Devin goes, 10-hour sprint. No, Devin. As much as I love you, no. All right, so a 10-minute wind down sprint, just to the top of the hour in 3, 2, 1, go. Oops, I apparently was not muted. My bad. So I got about, what did I get? I don't remember. I didn't write down what I was at last time. I think I got maybe 400-ish, somewhere around 400. I am now onto the 7th page of brainstorming. I've reached the point in the story where the two main characters is possibly going to be a romance. I'm going to attempt it again. Have met. No shenanigans just yet, but yeah. So things are happening. Things are moving. So yeah, Kat, I like that too. I do that sometimes. 315 words, shortest time, the most words. How does that work? Sometimes that just is the thing. If you know it's the last and you're like, oh, I haven't written much, I got to get everything done. There's that impetus, but then there's also sometimes you just work better in shorter sprints. Sometimes. So let's see. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Just Eva says, an entire dawdle day. No, I do have to go fix dinner tonight, so it will not be an entire dawdle day, but I could at least give you that one last sprint. Maggie says, I am enjoying the sweet potato fries while making the chicken strips. Will they last long enough to eat them both together, or will I be cutting up another sweet potato? My guess is cutting up another sweet potato, because that would be how I would do it. So Tessa is here. Hello. Okay. So Tessa is doing a live and should have started 3 minutes ago, apparently. Tanya is headed off. And Meg says, I like the sound. It makes me feel like I'm in an office again. The tap, tap, tapping. Yes. Okay. Well, that is going to be it for me. So go ahead and save your document. No, don't. Okay, I almost hit the undo button, and so I didn't know what it was going to do. Okay, so hit the save button, not the undo button, and make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Go ahead and save. Go ahead and drink something. Go ahead and do that last posture check, and yeah, so I will go ahead and set up another stream for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, my usual time. I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. So again, I will probably be in avatar mode for the majority of the stream on Monday, because I'm still getting glitches when I have the camera on. It apparently overloads whatever internet packets are being allowed through. So Devon's playlist. Copy. Paste. Okay, so Devon's, I can't. This is just so annoying when I see myself glitching like that. So is in the chat. There we go. The words. So that is Devon's playlist for daily live streams. And so Tessa is going to be streaming right now. According to Devon, Stephanie Dunham is also streaming right now, as is, I think he mentioned somebody else. Did I imagine that? Okay, so yes, Morgan. Yeah, Morgan. So Charlie says, our pizza experiment worked better than we could have imagined. The new crust recipe is freezable and still tastes amazing. Yay! Exactly. All right. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see y'all later, and maybe cross your fingers because eventually, hopefully, they will fix my internet. That is the hope. All right. I will see y'all later. Thank you very much, and have a good evening. Bye.